SMX Facts Time. We bring on the statistician Clinton Fowler. We've already discussed Jett Lawrence's ACL injury in depth, including with Dr. McGinley. So, just show us from a points perspective. We know it's not just about getting back for pro motocross, but seeding for playoffs and the world finals. So, give us some data on that.
Yeah, he's got 71 points. The key piece, though, to start with, he's already got himself an automatic bid into the playoffs because he won in Anaheim too. So that part's solidified. But he's going to want to be top 20 at a minimum. The past cutoffs for that, Josh Hill in 2023 had 155 points. In 2024 last year, Kyle Chisholm had 140. He's going to need to get another 80 points, give or take a few. So he's going to need to come back and podium in 2 rounds of pro motocross. Not hard to make the top 20. But let's be honest, he's going to want to go in three-peat. He's going to want to get that 3rd Super Motocross World Championship. And for him to do that, to really put himself in a position to do that, JT, he needs to be top 5. And top 5 is going to be a challenge. In 2023, when there were a lot of injuries, it was a 455-point cutoff. Last year, though, top 5 was Justin Cooper with 598 points. And JT, that's going to require him to come back for the entire pro motocross season and finish 1st or 2nd in every single moto. What do you think, JT? Can he do it?
I do think he's going to show up at Fox Raceway for the first round. I don't know how that round will go, but I think he will be somewhere around top 5, top 7 that day, and it will only improve from there. As for how that looks when we get to ZMAX Dragway in Charlotte, it's a really tough thing because you present a great point as far as the 2023 Pro Motocross Series looked a lot different than 2024, and the points accordingly shook out a lot differently. But I have a lot of faith in Jett Lawrence. I don't believe it's going to be something he can't overcome if he shows up in Charlotte at 100%. I still think everything is on the table because you think about that single, double, triple points, that opens up a lot of opportunity if he gets hot late.
On the other side, let's talk about Triumph and their win less than a year than their debut in Monster Energy AMA Supercross. What's some stats behind this impressive start?
Yeah, impressive win by Jordan Smith last weekend in Glendale. His first aboard that Triumph in the season, his 5th of his career. But as you said, 363 days to be exact for them to get their first victory. Absolutely impressive. They've just had a great first year so far, right? First in Supercross. They've got 3rd in Pro Motocross. Last year in the East and in the Pro Motocross Series, they finished 7th, which is just an incredible start to it. And guys, when you compare to some of the other manufacturers, when they put forth a factory effort, and there's plenty that you can debate here around when they fully entered, they're doing it in nearly half the amount of time as Gas did when they entered in 2021, or when Husqvarna supported the Bobby Hewitt-led team back in 2015, or when KTM put their official outfit back in place in 2000. So JT, pretty impressive for them to be at the top, especially in Supercross.
It has been from every metric, and you can look at their efforts in Super Motocross, you can look at their efforts in MXGP. Everywhere you look, it has been, as you said, impressive across the board to be this good this early. And that doesn't mean this level of improvement is going to continue and they're going to go on and win every championship. I just mean right now, as we sit on the backside of winning that Glendale race, on the backside of a really impressive first season, you have to tip your cap to them, to the effort they've put in to catch up to the level of performance of these other teams this early.
Hey, how long before we're talking the first championship maybe for Triumph here? It might not be that far away.
It's only 2 points that he's behind Julian Beaumer to get that red plate. So, hey, you never know. He could win the championship this year. I think that's a completely viable path and option here for Jordan Smith.
Yep, and they'll take a crack at the East starting this weekend with Austin Forkner. We know how capable he is. All right, Clinton, great data. We'll talk to you again after Tampa. If you want to watch the show, Race Day Live kicks off coverage. That's qualifying Saturday afternoon at 1:30 Eastern, and the racing begins at 7 East, and you can watch it all on Peacock.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.